Hey guys, I'm Shawn Cheek of webpianoteacher.com. How are you doing today? Well, we're doing my most requested artist, and that is Elton John. This is like my 75th lesson series for Elton John songs, and almost all of them are live versions because you guys know what's the best. You get stuff in the live versions that you don't get in the album versions. Elton does his best playing when he's live, and so that's what we're doing today. If you want to listen to what we're going to be learning here today, just look up on YouTube, Elton John Believe live at the Greek Theater 1994, okay? I was 21, something like that. All right, so we're going to do that today. Let's take a listen. All right, so we're going to do the first page here, 3 whole lines of music. So here's the intro. I got an Elton John sounding piano on here. Three, 4, G minor. Second line. I believe in love, that we got. You got to do the Elton John. You know, I believe in love. All right, I love it. I love it. I'm not making fun. I love Elton John. Okay, so here we go. If you remember the website, you can download all the sheets for this. There's lots of them. I can't remember how many, but there's a lot for this lesson series. We go all the way through the whole thing on the website, and you can download the sheets for it. A lot of people are telling me they love the new way I'm doing it, where I use my kind of, my tablature for piano that I kind of invented many years back, but with the staff behind it. So if you have a history of reading music, it kind of helps you to see where the notes would go if they were on the staff. And if you're used to my method already, it doesn't hurt you any. It's just what you're always used to. So we're going to get to it now. This is not a beginner lesson. I know a lot of you are so excited about starting, but I see many people quit because they jump in and try to skip over stuff they need to do first. There's lots of fun, wonderful songs that are on an easier level. So start with the easy, okay? Play lots of easy stuff. That's how you get better, not by trying to overshoot and go for that one song that's going to make me better, because it's not going to. You have to do all the work to get there to that point, but you can have fun while you're doing it, playing songs you love. All right, let's get to it. Okay, I like to teach as well as just showing the notes, all right? Because this will help you, all the things I'm telling you. I've seen it all, okay? I'm going to be 51 this year. I've taught for like 35 years, so I know what works, and I know how people can get discouraged, and I want you to get discouraged. All right, so this is maybe intermediate, all right? If you're an intermediate player, you can do this. All right, so we start with G minor, and we're going to do B flat D, G in the right, 1, 2, 5. And you know what? I'm going to switch off of this really cool sound and go back to a regular piano, okay, because you can hear better, right? Sometimes those sounds that are meant to sound like, Elton John and other things, they make it sound like there's more notes going on than there really are, so I want you to be able to hear really well what I'm doing. Okay, we're in 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, B flat D, G. That's a G minor chord, okay? Anytime you see that combination of notes, G, B flat D, your G minor, doesn't even matter if the notes are mixed up, G on the left hand, and then he just does the thumb here. He goes 1, 2, 3. It's kind of like the kick snare, if you ever play drums. Kick, snare, snare, it's bum, 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 like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3. You can do a pedal each measure. The right pedal I'm talking about, the damper pedal. As we move down to F, you got to change the pedal there. Oh, please don't hold that G over to the F. Change your pedal. Some of you just hold the pedal down and, all right, you got to change the pedal once in a while. All right, so F, octave. So what is this chord? Well, you would notate it as a G minor over an F bass. You could also call it G minor 7, but to me, it's just a G minor over an F bass. 1, 2, 3. Count 4 is a B flat octave on the right hand. Octave means 8, 8 notes in between, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's where we get octave. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, how many times am I going to change the pedal there? There's a question for you. Well, I'm going to change it at the beginning of the measure because I went from F to E flat, and I'm also going to change it when going from the E flat to the D. So if you're curious on when to pedal, a good kind of soft rule to follow is notice the left hand. When the left hand changes chord pattern, changes the chord, and that's usually easy to tell, that's when you need to change your pedal, okay? The left hand is kind of your guide there, I think, on most things. All right, so E flat chord, G, B flat, E flat, G. I'm going to use a 4. Some of you guys just want to stretch that 3 over, and you never want to use your 4th finger. Let me encourage you to use that 4th finger. Yes, it is a weaker finger than the 3rd finger, but it really fits this inversion of chord. G, B flat, E flat, G. Learn to use that 4th finger. Don't leave it out. 1, 2, 3. Count 4 is a different chord. Change your pedal. G, B flat, D, G. And then we go to D on the left hand. That's a G minor. Now, it's got G, B flat, D. Oh, that shouldn't be a flat there. And I'm going to see if I can change that. I have my setup now where I can make changes on the fly. So let me erase that flat. Okay, thanks for bearing with me there. And some of you say, why don't you just start over? Well, I don't want to. I've already gone this far, and I might find another mistake that I make. And I also like you guys to see me make mistakes, because then you know, oh, he's human. He's human just like us. Yes, I am. Some days I feel like I can't play and I stink. I really do, I promise you. All right, so G, B flat, D, G, G minor. 1, this is an E flat chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then I get to G, C, E flat, G on the right. Left hand, C octave, C. And then it's G, C, D, G. And then D octave on the left hand. And then a D again on the thumb. A, C, D, F sharp. There's a little bit brighter piano sound. You might like that better for hearing. I do. G minor. And then we do another G minor. So you do one here, and then you move up. Now, a lot of times you have that on piano where you're playing chords that move around like that. And what you do, get your hand, feel that mold, okay? And make a mold out of that. You're in that position to pick it up. And now this pinky is where the thumb's going to go. So if you translate this thumb to this pinky and stay in that mold, you got it. See that? Do that a couple of times. You'll never look at those 2 chords the same way ever again. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and F, G. Left hand's on a G. All right, if you wonder what the dashes are, those are note values for me. Loose kind of thing that I've used over the years. Oh, the longer dashes are quarter notes. If they're shorter dashes, they're eighth notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And people that use my method usually have really good ears, or they develop really good ears after playing my method for a while. I just teach a different way to learn. It's not better than music reading. It's just different, okay? F, 2, 3, 4. G, B flat, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, B flat, D, G. Another G minor. And then we're back to, and can you name that chord? We've already had it once. And this is why we name the chords, because when they come up again in this song, or the zillion of other songs you're going to learn after this one, you start to recognize, oh, that's an E flat chord. It's mixed around a bit, but it's still an E flat chord. G, B flat, E flat, G. Use that 4th finger. Learn to use that E flat on the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to G minor, G, B flat, D, G, D on the bass. Then this is a C minor chord. G, C, E flat, G, left hand on a C. 1, 2. All right, so 1, 2. So when I have the curved lines, at least in this song, these are 16th notes. So 1, 2, da 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 da. All right, so G, C, D, G, 1, 2, 3, 5. Fast, da 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 da. A, D, F sharp, A, 1, 2, 4, 5. That's a D chord. Now, this is what Elton does a lot. He'll play an octave, but before he does the octave, he'll do the 5th. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Whatever the note is, whatever the octave is, he'll do that 2nd finger to do a 5th. Sometimes he'll do it even when it's not part of the key. And it's just something he does all the time that I've had to get used to. And now I'm used to it. Now I'm used to the way Elton does that. And I'm used to it now. And then one. And then the singing starts. Na 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 na. It's all we got. Okay? So there's the singing, as we say, as I say, B flat, D, G, B flat, 1, 2, 4, 5. It is a G minor, even though it looks differently than these other G minor guys I've been talking about. It has G, B flat, D. That's the recipe for the chord G minor. G, D, G in the left hand. 1, na, 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 na. So you have 1, 2, 3, ba, ba, bum, ba, ba, bum is the last rhythm. G, D, B flat, which is this chord you're playing right here. It's just broken up. Now on the left hand, I have what is called a squiggly line, for the technical term, and that is just a vamping symbol that I write, because in this style of reading, this is not how you would learn classical music, but it is how it does favor very well pop, rock, contemporary music that we all play on piano, that we love to play, all the artists we love to play, and it is this. You get on a chord and you just kind of vamp and play the drums. Na, 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 na. And I'll play it different every time, but it'll be something similar to that. And instead of writing out every single little detail, it's easier just to put the chord there and say, all right, vamp on that chord. Give me that chord, like a guitar player. If you try to write out every strum on every little single, the guitar player would be like, what, man? Just show me the chord. I can do it. Because they're used to doing rhythms. And you want to get that way on piano. So So see, I'm still playing the left hand lightly wherever I want to. 1, 2. It doesn't matter exactly. It doesn't matter what you do there as long as you're playing G, D, G. Na, 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 na. And I want you to learn that skill rather than me hand feed you what to do here, because then the music gets too complicated and then you miss the fun of the music. We don't want to miss the fun. Na, na, na. And that's how they do it. Elton John doesn't want every single thing written. He wants to have freedom in how he plays it. Every time. F on the left hand, right hand, B flat, D, G. 1, na, 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 and I'm gonna scroll here. Okay, so this is the third line of the music. I'm giving you guys a bunch in this part one. I usually don't give this much. And by the way, on webpianoteacher.com, when you sign up with your email, the free membership level gives you access to all the part one videos on the whole website, so you can really give the site, my method, a chance to see if it might work for you. Just to make sure you don't try stuff that's too hard and say, oh, I can't do this method. Well, you're not going to be able to do any method if you try stuff that's too hard. Stick with things that are easy and do a bunch of it. Ba, ba, ba. So I'm on F now, B flat, D, G, 1, da, 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 3, and then B flat, D, G, boop, da, da, da. It's the same chord. I'm on there. So Elton is the master at staying on a chord and then doing it a zillion different ways. 1, 2, 3. All right, now we go to E flat chord, G, B flat, E flat, G, left hand on E flat. Singing is still going on. 2, 3. Then here, we keep the E flat and the left hand goes to D. And you say, oh, what chord is that? Well, we would just say it's an E flat over a D bass. You'd see it as a fraction. You'd see E flat on the top and then a D on the bass. Okay? And if you don't see an M there, that means it's a major chord. If you see an M, it means minor. We just assume major unless it's notated as a minor chord with an M. G, C, E flat, G, left hand on a C. 1, 2, that's C minor. C minor, and then this is a suspension, A, C, D, G. It's a suspension of a D7 chord, D, F sharp, A, C. That's what's in this chord. Right there, da, da, da. It's a broken chord. It's broken up, not broken in the sense that it needs to be fixed, but broken up one note at a time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a. And that C with the line there is just saying A, C. Keep holding on to the C while you add the other notes. So you have 1, 2, 3. Na, na, na. So back to G minor, B flat, D, G. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ba, ba, bum. Okay? So G, D, B flat. 1, 2, 3. Da, da, da. Let's try the whole thing, shall we? So now I'm going to play it all the way through here. Let you hear the whole first page. And I would say if you can play this first page, you'll be able to go through. There may be some parts in there that get a little tough in the solo sections, but you can get something out of this. You can play the parts where he's singing and have a lot of fun with it. You don't always have to play every single note of everything, okay? So let's say you're going through this and I'm able to do it, and then you get to a really tough part. Go, oh man, the solo's too hard. Forget it. Throw it away. No, don't throw it away. Play the parts you do know and say, I'll work on the solo on the side. If I get it, I do. If I don't, that's okay. But I'm still going to play the heck out of the part I do know and I love. So don't throw the whole song away just because you have a little trouble on one part, okay? That makes no sense. All right. So here we go. And I want to give a shout out real quick to my good friend in the UK. His name is Russell Campbell. He's the one who actually hired me to do this one. He's hired me for several. Long-time member and fan of my lessons, and a shout out to him. Thank you, Russell, for requesting this one, because everyone else is going to benefit from what you've done with this. You wanted this song, but now not only you, but other people are going to get to learn this that want to learn this. I promise you, and they're having a blast along with you. So thank you, and thank you to all the people who do hired requests from me over the years. I love it. All right, here we go. Very beginning, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Let's use the fun piano sound. Second line. I believe in love, it's all we got. A little Elvis-y, isn't it? There we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I had fun teaching it to you. Join me on the website. We'll do all the rest of the parts. You can download the sheets, have a good old time, learn this Elton John song. Become an Elton John expert, okay? Just learn everything Elton John. That would be wonderful. Wonderful goal and accomplishment. Hope you guys had fun with this. I'll talk to you later.